All right, in this section, we're going to dive into variables, right? Every type of platform you've ever worked with like this, you've always wanted to do variables. And so we're actually going to jump in and look at the 3 different types of variables that Power Apps has. So what we're going to do, go over here, we're going to make ourselves a Canvas app. So we'll do a tablet layout. And this is really how I work, right? When I build these type of things where I'm trying to understand new concepts, this is what I do. I pop open an app, and then I just kind of throw some stuff on the screen, and that way I can solidify the concept, and then I can go apply it to my actual app. So I just run into people all the time. They're like, oh, I don't want to try this out. Well, don't try it out in your actual production app. Just throw up the separate one here and give it a shot. So what I want to do is we're going to create a screen. We got a screen here, and we're going to insert a label, just like this. Not a label. We'll delete that label. We will insert a text input. All right, there's a text input. We'll get rid of the default text out of there because I don't want that. And then we will throw a button on the screen, like so. This is going to be a very complicated app, I promise. I'm going to grab the screen. We're going to duplicate it. And then we're going to duplicate it one more time. Okay, we got 3 screens. We'll call screen 1, screen 2, and screen 3. Okay. There we go. So screen 1, we got our label or text input, and then we got a button. And so all I want this button to do is to navigate to screen 2. Did you figure that out? I bet you guessed that's where we were headed with this. Okay, so that way they can fill that out. Screen 2, we're going to rename our text input also here to make it text input 2. And when you click on this button, we're going to navigate to screen 3. Navigate screen 3, do a comma there, and do a cover. All right. And so then on screen 3, we're going to get rid of this stuff because I don't actually need it. Okay, screen 1, screen 2, screen 3, text input 2. So on screen 3, what we're going to do is we're going to have a label here. That's why I put the label a minute ago. I knew I needed one. And we're going to say, all right, our text is, what is the sum of the other labels, like so. Then we're going to concatenate, and we're going to say, all right, I want to add up text input 1 dot text and, oh, not and, ampersand, but plus text input 2 dot text, like so. All right. Ooh. We're going to make this font a little bigger too. I don't know why. We got some Micro Machine font going on there. Boom, there we go. We can read that. Okay, so then watch the magic of what's going to happen here. So we're going to go over here. We're going to say, all right, put in 12. We're going to say button. We're going to put in 13. So 12 plus 13 is 25, right? The reason we go through all that is because I want to reinforce with you, oh, not the size of that, but what is the text for that? Right there, is that a lot of times we think, well, variables, well, I want to move from screen to screen. I want to capture some information and take that with me. Well, with Power Apps, it works a lot like Excel. And so by that, I mean you can reference those controls, those formulas, those things, those properties, just like we've kind of shown intermixed throughout the different apps we've built so far. We can reference those from different screens. So instead of saying, all right, whatever they put in text input 1, I need to save that to a variable to use later, when we get to the end, we can just add this stuff up. And so if we go over here and change this 12 to be 22, right there on the fly, that instantly became 35. I didn't have to click any buttons. I didn't have to do anything. I didn't have to say calculate. Just like Excel, all the calculations took place without me having to think about them. So I give you all that context because I don't want you to always default and think, oh, Shane taught me about these variable things. I should use variables all the time. Quite the opposite. You should say, all right, can I just reference the control, reference the data directly, and only use the variables when I have to have them. So, and we're going to talk about that. I'm going to show you how to do all the variable things. But before I showed you, I wanted to make sure you understood that.